Hello, everyone. This is my first LP in a while, but I am back, and I'm going to be doing Secret of Evermore. Bit of a different game, but here it is. This is the second RPG, actually action RPG I've done on this channel, and as a result it's going to be edited a little bit differently, but nonetheless, here's the game. So let me go ahead and get us started here. What do I want to name my guy? I can never figure out what I want to name the guy if he doesn't have a default name already. Guess I can't go wrong with the old standard. There we go. Okay, so that concludes the viewable part of the intro. This is the part you actually get to play, and funnily enough, I believe if you finish the game and start a new file, you can just skip this entirely. It goes straight to the actual beginning. Either way, though, let's go ahead and quickly take care of these guys. This is a pretty easy fight. Just shoot them and you win. And there we go. Let the rest of this conclude, and then we'll start for real. Yorn. Okay, so now the game starts proper. This is Secret of Evermore, and for those who are a bit privy, it may look a little bit like another Secret of game. And that is because I believe some said that I don't think this was intended to be a so-called sequel to Secret of Mana, but I think a lot of press made it seem like that. And because of that fact, that's why this game is kind of maligned the way it is. I think it's a really good game. Just for a little bit of background, I played this game at a very young age. My brother, I believe, rented it, and then we later bought it in like 95, 96 when it was new. And I thought it was really fun. You know, I don't know if I had played Secret of Mana yet, but when I did play the two games side by side, I realized there's a lot of similarities. They both have the system of you know, letting your attacks get to 100% before you actually do like a strong, good attack. They have this ring menu system, which, just for a second here, I want to change my border to something a little more aesthetically pleasing. There we go. But yeah, you got the ring menu system where you equip stuff and just go through and do all that. So that's how that works. So if you've played Secret of Mana before, this game will be very similar, but ultimately it's a lot different too. Instead of having, you know, the more traditional fantasy elements and magic, it's a little more grounded in reality to an extent. And we'll see more of that as the game progresses here. As you notice, the dog sniffs around, and wherever he sniffs, you can pick shit up. A lot of that stuff is things that you will need as time goes by. But right now, this is just kind of to learn the mechanics of the game and everything. So that's how this will go. So I'm just going to try and kill everyone here because I could use the experience. Because the next part that's coming up can be rough, and it's ultimately optional. But I don't want to. I don't want to fail it. I actually want to see if I can succeed. I'm going to go ahead and let the dog sniff out everything. You can actually make him sniff manually, and if he's onto something, he will track it down. He will also do it automatically if he's onto something, so it's a little bit random, but it works. Oops, I didn't mean to get him hit there. He's pretty strong. At this point, the dog, I think, is stronger than the kid. So it's definitely good to keep him alive. I want to try and get as much healing stuff as I can, too, because I really need to, if I want to survive the next part, I'm going to need to have as much as that as necessary. Anything? Alrighty. Yeah, this is my first LP since 2015. Summer of 2015, so it's been like 3.5 years. And I had this LP kind of planned out a little bit ago, but I lost my previous headset due to losing the sound in one ear. So I had to wait until I got new headphones, and then I could reattach my mod mic that I'm using onto a different pair. I just want to make absolutely sure I got everything I can out of here. Unfortunately, I can't get that guy because he's behind those bushes. Just want to make sure I get all the stuff, because the dog will suss out everything that there is. And these little ingredients that I'm picking up basically supplant magic in this game. Instead of, you know, using magic and magic points, you've got it's alchemy, which we'll learn here in a bit. But that's just an introduction to that. So, okay, I think we're good. I'm missing 6 hit points, but hopefully I don't get wrecked here. I forget how difficult this part is because it's been a while. Oh, that actually wasn't the exit. Well, now I'm missing even more. Great. I'm level 2. Oh, you get all your hit points back when you level up. That's pretty helpful. My last full playthrough of this game to completion was in the early 2000s, so I gotta have to relearn a little bit of this as I go along, but I'll try my best. This game has a few LPs on YouTube, and, you know, at this point I don't really care if someone's LP'd a game or not, because, you know, every LP can be different in its way. You know, my LP's kind of veered towards the more traditional side. You know, the side that really isn't that common anymore. You know, LPs have changed a lot since their conception. And this is how I always like to do mine, is just in the traditional fashion. But regardless, here we are. I think I have gotten everything out of here. I could control the dog myself, because, oh, actually the dog can't run, at least not manually. We can learn how to run later, surprisingly. But right now we can't, so. Alright, I'm level 2. I think I can handle this. And here we go. Yeah, raptor attack. So this guy pops out of random bushes, and you just have to not get hit. He's difficult to hit, but if you kill this raptor, you get some decent experience. So I'd really like to try and get this guy killed rather than getting killed, because if you get killed, the game will progress anyway, and it looks like I lost the dog. Unfortunately, he got beat up there. I'm going to err on the side of caution and use one of my petals and get my health back. Surprisingly, that is a healing item, is a petal. It's difficult to gauge when to hit this guy because you have to be on the same, like, plane as him. It looks like I got him. But not once more. I think there is only one raptor you have to kill, I think. You have to forgive me, it has been a while. And I'm really trying not to get killed here. Because this is actually a later tier enemy. You fight these guys at a different point. Okay, there's another one. I think there's only 2. One more hit and I'm toast. Actually, you know what? I have one more petal. I'm not too worried about wasting my petals because you're going to get a shit ton of those later. I'd really rather, like, succeed in this fight because, like, 9 times out of 10 I don't. As a kid, I didn't even think this was possible. But you can win, and if you do, it's a lot better than losing, that's for sure. Losing the dog, though, is bad because the dog is a helpful assistant here, as you could probably guess. Just want to let him do his thing and not get hit by him like an idiot. There we go. Oh no, there's one more. Ah. Luckily he doesn't take that many hits. It's just hitting him without getting hit first. And also having to wait till 100 because, like in Secret of Mana, if you don't have your thing all the way to 100 before you try to attack, your attack is like super manlet and does like no damage. It's basically just kind of a desperation thing to push an enemy away rather than hit them. I think I got this. Oh my god, there's 4 raptors. I had completely forgotten just how many of these there are, but I did level up, so my health is restored, and that's good. I want that. And the music got faster, too. I really just want to succeed here. Oh, we're so close. Alright. Did it. Okay, so unfortunately the dog is out of commission. I'm just like... I didn't know that that was there, but I could kind of guess that that was there, because a lot of these items that you can pick up off the ground are just kind of shoved in little corners. So it's easy to just assume that there's things there, because the dog, unfortunately, he can't sniff anything out when he's dead, or I guess KO'd as it currently is, so I just have to kind of guess, because I actually can't come back to this little area, so I might as well get everything. And now we're in the town. Fire Eyes, I wonder who that is, and if they will be of importance. He'll sting you. Sting. Wow, what a jerk. But be careful. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to be careful, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong here early game. What do you got on you? I don't think I'm going to worry about getting a dog biscuit. That's how you revive the dog. That's like the dog's Phoenix Down, basically. He's going to be okay, because I think in this next... Sorry about that. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't really need the dog biscuit right this second, because I think he will revive on his own. But if he doesn't, then I think I can just sleep at the inn and he'll revive. Which, that works for me. I'm just checking all the little parts that usually have things there. And I can't go that way because I can't cut the grass. So, we'll worry about that another time. Right now my primary goal is to see Fire Eyes. But I just want to do all the little things in the town first before I do that. I think all these fireplaces have ash. Okay, this is the inn. Let's just go ahead and ransack his house real quick. And then I'll look at the other house and see what they got in there. I think this is the equipment hut, maybe. 30 talons, that's nice. One of these has equipment in it. I'd like to check it out. This is Fire Eyes' hut to the left, so I'm not going to go in there yet. Here we go. Alright, free vest. I better put that on so I don't die. I think you can learn alchemy in here, but I'm uncertain. Oh, this is where you get armor. Okay, everything's a wee bit expensive, so I'll wait until I can grind up some dosh before I do that. Over here is some stuff. I think there might be more on the outskirts, I'm not sure. I know there's a guy in an isolated hut that can do the alchemy stuff, but I might have to talk to Fire Eyes first. I'm not even certain. So I might as well stop putting that off, I suppose. And check this one. I guess I'll buy a dog biscuit for safety, but I'm probably not going to need to use it. here we go. Gee, I wonder who Fire Eyes is going to be. He's probably going to be some cool dude with, like fire shooting out of his eyes. Gotta be so badass and shit. Man, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Oh. It's a girl smiling. So this is how we progress, obviously. Oh, now I can name the dog. Normally I'd name the dog after one of my own dogs that I had, but most of my dogs were female, and this is supposed to be a male dog, so I can't name him like Ellie or something. I think I know what I'll name him now. Oops. That's the name of a friend of mine who has gone off on his own way for the past couple years. Hopefully we'll hear from him again, but I'll just do that out of respect. Podunk. Yeah, I like how your character makes all these like B-movie references. I think that's unique for this game. It has a bit more of a grounded concept where, you know, mundane characters are thrown into this strange reality. So here's our first quote-unquote spell of the game, which is nice to have. Let's just steal some shit. Oh, there was already a biscuit in here, so I didn't even need to do that. Buy it. But, you know, it never hurts to have more than one. So the alchemist that I was looking for is missing. I forgot that that's a thing. We have to, like, save him. So yeah, Fire Eyes runs the show here, and we have just been totally displaced into this weird world called Evermore. A little weird thing comes out of that hole. I never knew what that was supposed to be. Alright, well, I think what I'll do is cut the video short here, because I think I've covered enough for just this kind of introductory part of the game. And then next time we'll actually go to the Bug Muck Swamp and see what we can do there. What can I buy off of you? Probably don't want to spend too much of my money right now. Be better not to. So now I'll go ahead and rest so the dog can revive, and I'll save, and then we'll pick this up. It's only 10 talons. That's like a fifth of the cost of that biscuit. But yeah, it's definitely important to have the dog alive. He's helpful. Okay, we'll just save over this old game, because I'm not even using it. And there we go. So next time we're going to head to the Bug Muck Swamp and beat the bads. See you then.